To the beat, y'all, and you don't stop. A freak, freak.
Or would it be that it was all just so simple then? A teenage love, but you say he's just a friend. He moved around and we kept in touch through his friend Mike. The world was young and we knew we couldn't rush, but whenever I got lonely or needed some advice, he gave me his shoulder. His words were very nice, but that is all behind me, 'cause now there is no other. My love is his and his is mine. My friend became the love of my life. You are my friend, love of my life. The one kept the vision, love of my life. Baby, feels like I sampled true love. Yeah, but this shit ain't clear.
Y'all know how I met her. We broke up, got back together to get her back. I had the sweater, thought she rolled with bad boys forever. In many ways, them boys made her better. To grow, I had to let her. She needed cheddar, and I understood that. Looking for cheese that don't make her a hood rat. In fact, she's a queen to me. Her light beams on me. I love it when she sings to me. It's like that.
You know you rock my world, and you be boy and I'll be girl, and it don't stop till the break of dawn. You know you rock my world, and you be boy
welcome to Wine Wednesdays. It's your girl, Ms.BBB. I am so excited to chat and sit with you tonight. We have a great show lined up. I was just directing everybody on Instagram to head over here because they don't want to miss out on the chat and sit. We got, y'all already see the bottle. Y'all see whose face is on it. We got a great interview with my girl, Imani Stewart Jackson from Imani Inspires. Welcome, everybody. If you are excited to wind down with your girl, Ms.BBB and Gudvybez, please make sure you are throwing your wine glasses up in the comments. I am so excited to just be live with y'all. It's been a really, really tiring week. I was just saying on Instagram that daylight savings time has been kicking my ass. It's definitely kicked Gudvybez' ass because he don't even want to turn up tonight. He only want to give me the vibes, the mellow vibes, which is okay because sometimes we just need to be chill. So we're going to wind down. We got a great show. So YouTube, I'll be right back. Rock out to this DJ mix and just get ready to chat, sip, and of course get loose at the lips.
dough, keep the scales tipping like foes, like I'm from the H-O-U-S-T-O, and blow, win. So Chicago a pen, but he the best ever, that's the argument. I don't make the list, don't be mad at me. I just make the hits like a factory. I'm just one to one, nothing after me. No deja vu, just me and my
Baby, I can't go anywhere without thinking that you're there. Seems like you're everywhere, it's true. Gotta be having deja vu. 'Cause in my mind, I want you here. Get on the next plane, I don't care. Is it because I'm missing you that I'm having deja vu? Oh yeah, I try to catch myself, boy, I'm out of control. Your sexiness is so appealing, I can't let it go. Know that I can't get over you. Everything I see is you, and I want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu. Know that I can't get over you. 'Cause everything I see is you, and I want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja. I can't get over you. 'Cause everything I see is you, and I want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu. Know that I can't get over you. 'Cause everything I see is you, and I want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wild Wednesday. We are officially getting started. I'm your girl, Ms.BBB, your official host, and you already know who's in the building, DJ Gudvybez. Now, he said Ayo a little bit hype, but he is not as hype as he usually is. He already told us that he's going to give us only the mellow tunes for the night. So we're going to rock out on our chill vibe, but that's okay, because sometimes when we need to wind down, we really need to wind down. And I got to tell y'all, I got to be really, really honest. I'm a little bit tired myself. March, guys, March is kicking my ass, and it really has to do with daylight savings time right now. Normally, daylight savings time doesn't even bother me. Good vibes, doesn't daylight saving time bother you sometimes?
Nah, I'm usually good.
I'm normally good myself, but this time, I don't know what has happened. I have been tired. My sleep schedule is all off. My sleep schedule is normally off, but this is beyond crazy. And you know, we already been talking about applying pressure, right? So I've been going ham and everything. The photo shoots have been picking up. Shout out to everybody who has been booking appointments and coming in and out of the studio. I am loving the love and the support. Man, I'm just tired. I'm just tired. And after this show, I am definitely going to go catch me some Z's. Good vibes. Make sure you catch you some Z's as well.
Yes, that's the plan.
Yes. But here on Wednesdays, we check in. We checked in earlier in the week on the Black Bold and Beautiful podcast. I hope you all listened. We just dropped a new episode. We talked about starting a system when creating new ventures, right? You have to. We talked about last week being your own boss, and when you're being your own boss, normally you like to rebrand yourself in business, and you can't do none of that unless you have a system for yourself personally and stepping out here being a boss professionally. And we had a very, very special person come through the Black Bold and Beautiful podcast to share some strategies on how to build a system, and they are going to be joining us tonight. I can't wait for them to sit down in this chair. However, I gotta let y'all know, it's not just gonna be all chat and sip on the business tip. Me and this person go way, way back. We shared this on the Black Bold and Beautiful podcast. So we are going to share some of our favorite memories. And when I tell you Imani has the memories about Ms.BBB for days, she is going to be spilling all the tea. But don't think y'all know me after this, all right, good vibes? Don't think you know me after this. No, seriously, I am thankful for her showing up. I'm thankful for her dropping off her knowledge earlier in the week on the Black Bold and Beautiful podcast. I really want to get into, guys, tonight on something Imani shared with us. For those who don't know, I'm going to say again, Imani Stewart Jackson from Imani Inspires was our guest this week to help us focus on our topic, starting and creating a system when starting new ventures. Now, earlier last week, we talked about being your own boss. And one thing Imani shared, which stood out to me, and I hope you guys were listening, was that her goal is to provide a safe space of support for her community. And of course, I want my community to be involved, so we're going to dive into that a little bit more tonight. Now again, I have a really good wine for you, and our guest just walked in the building, so I'm gonna have good vibes, mellow out these tunes, and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Share this live with a friend, and tell a friend to tune in, okay? All right, I'm gonna let Instagram know to come on over too, because I still see everybody is not listening to me when I said go subscribe to the YouTube channel, so I'm gonna tell them one more time, don't go nowhere. Grab your wine. I already told y'all on IG, what I was sipping on, we got that Cali Red from 19 Crimes, Snoop Dogg's collection. It's good, y'all. It's good. I'll be right back. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Wine Wednesdays. Our guest is in the building, and it is time for our chat and sip. It is time for our chat and sip. The first thing I gotta do is introduce our wine of the night to you. Now, y'all know we are only featuring Black-owned wines this season on the Black Bold and Beautiful platform and on Wine Wednesdays. Last month, we featured the McBride sisters. Very good. Have you had the McBride sisters?
No, is that the one that's
the Black Girl Magic, yes. Okay. Yes, get yourself a bottle. Last week we sipped Mary J. Blige's Sun Goddess collection, Pinto Grigio, very good.
Oh, okay. I should have brought my.
Yes, we doing bosses this month. Yep, we are doing bosses. This week we have our boy Snoop Dogg's Cali Red from the 19 Crimes brand collection. Now, let me school y'all a little bit about 19 Crimes. So, 19 Crimes comes from a brand of criminals, believe it or not.
Bad boys.
Yes, some British rogues that were doing some bad things, and instead of being sentenced to death, they were sentenced to live in Australia.
Wow.
And living in Australia, they turned their life around where they built a wine brand based off of all the rules that they broke. Right. So they did all their blends and their fixings and how they want to illustrate this wine based off of their crimes. And what better way than a gangster to get involved other than our man Snoop Dogg himself, right? So, when reading up on how Snoop Dogg got involved with the 19 crimes industry, he is recognized for his creative defiance. And I can definitely understand that. You know, he stands his ground in whatever he does. He has his hand in multiple things. So he is embedded in this wine based off his nature, his boldness, and his willing to never compromise.
Calvin never compromised.
Like, doesn't that sound bossy? And it sounds real gangster, right? Yeah. So I told y'all last week when y'all asked me to dip out on my little secrets that I only sip wine on Wednesdays, but I did try our wine on Saturday. Like I said, I did the taste test. You can taste it. You can taste it. And it is really good. So, everyone, whatever you are sipping on, let me know in the comments. Let me know if it's good. I'm going to let y'all know if it's good. If you want to go and buy this, it's in our wine and spirit stores here in Philadelphia, and it's also at your local, wherever you are. Now, tonight we have our special guest, Imani Stewart Jackson, in the building, back just to check in on the Black, Bold, and Beautiful community. Yes. She was here earlier in the week on the Black, Bold, and Beautiful podcast.
Yes, thanks for having me again.
Thank you for coming through. Two times, because this is not her first time joining us.
Nope.
Just live.
This is just the first time live.
Right. So how are you doing since Monday?
Good. It's been a really good week. I had a good day. Yeah, it's hump day. So
well, you're glowing a little bit more than the both of us. You're not as tired as me and Gudvybez.
I did. You know what? I did get some phenomenal sleep last night. So
that's good. And you know, I have to thank you. Because you put me on to the sleeping music.
Yes, I did.
And last night I really was in a deep sleep. So I really thank you for that.
No problem.
And there's nothing like having good friends.
Yes.
For those who are just now joining us, Imani Stewart Jackson is a business guru, I would like to say. Because she's been in this, I don't even want to say this entrepreneurship game, I want to say in this business game for quite a long time, because you mentioned that you always had your hand in leadership and wanted to have your own business earlier in the week on the Black, Bold, and Beautiful podcast. Yes. So we ain't going to take away no shine from that.
No, y'all go listen to the episode.
Yes, definitely. And she has started her own brand just by making sure, as she shared, her goal is to provide support for her community. And one thing we both realize on our journeys, and a lot of people go through on their journeys, and we love talking about it this past week, is the ups and downs of entrepreneurship. The fact that, you know, when you want to start something, you are in a rush to get to the end results. Or you just see what you want to see, the vision, and you're just like, I know this is what it's going to be. I know what it's going to be. But yet, we find ourselves in the middle, right?
Right.
Going through ups and downs, going through those obstacles, and going through what all entrepreneurs battle with, that phase of wanting to quit and give up. It's called the messy middle, guys. It's called the messy middle, and I mentioned this all week. There's a book about it by Scott Belsky. It's awesome. I've really been reading it, and it ties into the book that I gave y'all last week, The Confidence Code. So everything that I'm sharing with you, all the guests that come on, it's needed. And what's more needed is that when we're going through the messy middle, you have to have a system. So I had to call up my girl who has not only just got through her business classes, but has just been on the same journey as me since college to help us dish things out. So, Imani.
This me. I'm sorry. I'm just making sure the people, I had to post again on my Instagram. Come see me live.
You good. It's all good. Those on Instagram, if you are tuned in please make sure you head over to YouTube because you do not want to miss this conversation. YouTube, you see I'm still trying to direct them because I see they are still coming in. But no, so we're talking about the messy middle.
Yes.
One of the things that we really didn't get to discuss is a time where you may have felt like or just gave up and had to bounce back from.
Okay, so I know you know this, but I don't know if any of my followers know this, but before I actually pivoted, y'all know that's my word. If I could trademark it, I would. That before I pivoted to strictly business consulting, innovation, before I even went back to grad school, I was a financial coach and I sold life insurance.
Right, I remember.
And I did it because Black people just needed the financial literacy.
Okay.
There was a gap. I went to a Catholic private school. I went to the best university in the world, and I just never learned financial.
I like how you said that.
Yes.
The best university
And I
in the
just
world.
never learned financial literacy. So I wanted to actually take a detour and gain that information for myself. But I was not a finance major in school, so it was just like after a while, I felt really unfulfilled. And I was ready to quit. And I did, of course, eventually quit doing life insurance and financial coaching. Might pick up my life insurance license eventually again.
I got somebody besides, Ashley, that we can,
Yes.
help motivate more into that.
Yes. So I needed to take a leap. I was just very dissatisfied. And it was just like I threw in the towel and God kind of threw the towel back at me. And from that, I decided, okay, I had to really take a second and look at what my clients in front of me were really telling me. And they were small business clients, and they were really telling me that, yeah, we're not making the money that we desire and we want because really no one knows about our business. So that was a really low point in entrepreneurship when I was in between. People were looking at me funny, like, you're supposed to be helping with people with money, and at that time I ain't have a whole lot of it. So it was just like, God, why and where are you?
Right. Understandable. We all ask that why. We all ask that why. So within that downtime, is that when you came up with the idea to develop your Faith and Fear journal to help people understand the fear and the getting over fear?
No.
Okay, so let's talk about when you want to develop your Faith and Fear journal, because that is a big part of your support system now for your business.
Yeah, so the Faith and Fear journal came about, honestly, to be totally transparent. I created it to make money. Not to, of course, there's a story behind it. I created it to make money, but I didn't realize the impact that it was going to make. So really, one of my girlfriends, Lakeisha, at Elements of Elio, said she went to this bomb conference, and the lady was saying that everybody needs to have a journal to go along with their product line, right? So I was like, oh, bet. Like, this was around December of 2019. So, I always kind of did something like a birthday drop around my birthday. I'm like, damn, I'm about to turn 30 and I don't have any plans of doing anything. And she said, she sent me the outline, and I was like, damn, I could really do this. I took a graphic design class right before we left Hampton. So when I actually started advertising it, the journal wasn't complete. I started taking pre-sales. The journal was not complete. It wasn't. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. The journal.
This is why we're talking about this. I'm serious, because what are we talking about? That messy middle.
The journal wasn't complete. Went to Atlanta to a great conference, came back, was in the midst of school, shutdown happened, still ain't no journal. I'm like, damn, I gotta do this. I have collected money, so ethically I have to produce a journal. So I sat down on my best friend's couch and for about 7 hours and did it. That journal is my baby. I created the content, I created the pages, I figured out how to get the ISBN number, I designed the cover, I found the printer. So I sat there, and that was the end of May.
Okay.
And by the time the journals actually got printed was the first week in June. And that was when the riotings and all the looting was happening in Philly. So that's literally how the Faith and Fear Journal came about. Somebody brought the idea to me, and I always do something big for my birthday, an announcement or something, and I didn't have any. And I was like, oh, this is something that I can do. But it was God's divine timing that had it, even in my delay, me being human and delaying it, it came out at a time where everybody was kind of going crazy. Like 90 days in quarantine, the city's a mess, on top of the city regularly being a mess, and I couldn't keep it. So that's how it came about. That was that messy middle of entrepreneurship. So
No, and I only asked you that and want to tie the two together because do you think creating your own journal and then experiencing what you had already experienced before when you was dealing with financial and insurance help you now develop more of a system to offer to your clients and helping them?
Oh, absolutely. It definitely taught me the importance of a system and kind of just helping me be the product of what I preach about.
Okay.
So it definitely helped me tighten up how I taught systems and how I believed in systems and internalized systems. Absolutely.
No, I felt that it did. And like I said, I really love your journal. And I felt your journal brought a whole different side of entrepreneurship out of you. So I didn't only...
I've been really emotional all week.
It's daylight saving time. It's getting to people. It's getting to people. No, seriously, guys. So I've known Imani for a very long time and just knowing the ups and downs. And again, we're talking about the messy middle and what we go through in entrepreneurship. And we all have that turning point. So I felt like the Faith and Fear Journal, let me show it to everybody, was your turning point in helping you really involved in standing in your purpose of entrepreneurship. And I love it. And I'm not only supporting you as a friend, I'm supporting you as a person who, it helped me just find who I am and getting over the fear of stepping out of my own way. And then like you said, sometimes when we're going through the ups and downs, we don't want to lose our faith in God, but we kind of do lose our faith in God. So this has helped me a lot. And then when I brought this, I brought a copy for me and my mom. Yes. And yes, guys, I did. I brought a copy for me and my mom, and I gifted her, and it helped us on our journey in getting back together. So what are some of your favorite entries? Let's talk about how you really constructed the journal. Excuse me for 1 second, guys. I gotta just let Instagram know to move over to YouTube. Go to the link in my bio. Subscribe to my channel, Ms.BBB Productions. Yes, let's talk about some of your favorite entries. Don't cry. Take a sip of the wine.
Well, the reason
let's get back into things.
To get emotional is just because I looked at you and I remembered. Talk about faith and fear and the ebbs and flows of life and the messy middle. Life can get messy really quickly, and we take things for granted. And when I lost somebody very important to me, me and Julia it was the first week of school of our senior year. Hampton was playing.
Getting into the memories already. Woo!
It was like we were on the high of life, and my life dropped very fast, and Julia was there. So just to have that acknowledgement from my friend just made me really emotional real quick.
It's all God. I got you, boo. I got you always.
Some of my favorite entries are I don't know what day it is, but it says, write a letter to your younger self.
Yes, that's one of my favorites.
A lot of healing and just work that we do in therapy. Here's my disclaimer, go to therapy. Deals with healing our inner child and parenting our inner child. So I believe sometimes that you can heal yourself by writing a letter to yourself, forgiving yourself, telling your younger self to forgive people, to forgive your parents for only doing what they knew how to do at that particular time. Then write a letter to your 16-year-old self, because
I looked at that one earlier today.
Child. Woo.
Yo, get the Faith and the Fear Journal by Imani.
And then another favorite is, what is one thing you are proud of yourself for today? I think we get caught up a lot of the times on what's not working well and what we aren't doing good, that we don't pat ourselves on the back. We don't take pride in the little things and just the everyday things that we have accomplished. And sometimes we get lost in the matrix and we think that nothing has changed, but then we look back and we're like, dang, nothing is really the same. So that's another favorite one. And I'm gonna say the last favorite one.
Okay, go ahead. Give me one more.
I feel like it's God speaks to people in different ways. It says, what is one relationship you want to repair? How does the ideal relationship with this person look?
Would you like to elaborate on that one since you chose that, or is that a secret for the people?
It's not a secret, but what I will do is plug y'all, all y'all that's watching, to go look at my Instagram live, and I did a IG live on Monday.
I've seen that one.
About recategorizing people in your life. And I used a basketball analogy. And yeah, so if you want to go in my page.
I've seen that, and I put it on my page.
Yeah,
I did.
It's about 8 minutes long. So yeah, that's some relationships you just have to evaluate.
No, and that's needed wherever you are, whether it's in your personal life or professional life. And I felt like you chose some really great entries. I'm going to share some of mine with you, and these are some that I go back to every day because your journal is a 60-day journal. And I saved this actually for the new year, even though when I got it, when me and my mom first did it, we did it when you dropped it in May, and then I went back to it again in January.
Okay.
So now I go back to my favorite ones just to do throughout time. So this one, because sometimes we let our thoughts get the best of us, right? We're human. Is what is one thing you feel doubtful or worried about today?
Ooh.
So I like to think about that one a lot, and I send that out to a lot of people via text message. And I actually send a lot of these out via text message, and people always be like, Jules, you always get me thinking. And I'd be like, if only y'all knew I take these from other people, but I'm plugging and plugging. So another one of my favorites is describe one time when you had complete faith in God. So not doubt, but complete faith. And I had to, like I said, going through my journey. Yo, don't make me start getting emotional. Now, going through my journey, I had to really start thinking about things. And again, I've been through some shit, y'all, and I have lost. Yeah, come on, we wrong here. I've been through some shit, and again, losing my faith in God, I was like, when is the time like you really holding on? Because right now, he got you. You overcoming through in the light, especially during the pandemic. A lot of people losing, but Jay, you winning. So that one was one that really stood out to me within this year of a pandemic. And then I have one more is, what do you believe? Oh, I keep dropping this. I'm so sorry.
Tighten up, player.
So sorry. Because it's like, what do you believe you are destined for in this life? And I believe that one is important because, we go through different journeys, and sometimes we like to change a lot of our interests and our hobbies and the things that we like to do. But when you really think about what you're destined for in life, that will be manifested. So I do encourage guys, if you are watching, to please go cop up on the Faith and Fear Journal. Gudvybez, I'm going to gift you with this. I've been gifting you with a lot of stuff lately, so just make sure when my birthday comes around, you got me back, okay?
Yes.
So,
they are on the website, www.imani inspires.
Now, we are talking about systems. We're talking about the messy middle, purpose, and your business.
Yeah.
The one thing you said is that, when you first started is you wasn't really, not that you didn't know about money, but you was saying, how can you preach about money? So now that you're more into business and you know about money and you got your foot, where it wants to be, how do you market yourself? Like, what advice can you give, especially now that you have your own product, to our community members?
How can the best way to market yourself? Well, first and foremost, the best way to market yourself is to always be authentic. Faith and fear, like no one was surprised when I did this journal. I think I was probably one of the most surprised people, believe it or not. But no one was surprised because my name means faith.
It does.
And that was something I had a big epiphany right before my 30th birthday that I had to think back over my life and like, yo, every time that my life wasn't going the way I wanted to go, where I was just spiritually frustrated, it was because I was lacking faith. And faith is my entire being. Like, not only am I a believer of God, and not only am I a believer of the carpenter, but like, you don't have faith, like, my name means faith. So always be authentic.
Okay. I love it.
Your life will make a brand and market yourself around the things that you like to do and that you do. I've been journaling since I was 6.
We talked about that a couple times.
My
Yeah.
color is purple. Like, when you can do what you want to do. So my advice for anyone trying to market themselves is to do it authentically. Who is hating? To do it authentically. Yeah, you.
That's great advice.
You can't build a brand that's not authentic to you. You won't get but too far, or you'll be miserable.
And I know people hear that word authentic a lot, but it is something that has to be said over and over again, because again, people look at other people and they want to do what they want to do, or they try to be in, on their level, in their lane, and that's not authentic at all.
Right.
Just be yourself. Put your own not saying your own idea out there, because everyone has the same idea, but it's a way that you can put things together. But no, we're going to go to a quick break real quick. Gudvybez is going to give us those tunes, and we come back. You already know what time it is. It's time to get loose at the lips, because we done got through the chat, and that's it.
That's so cute.
I don't know who nobody ever called this much drama.
Get live like this day. Get live like this day. Get live like this day. Get live like this now. Down to this say. By the sound of this say. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Yeah, yeah.
That's so strange.
Yes, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my Wednesdays. It's your girl, Ms.BBB. We got good vibes on the tunes. And my girl, Imani Stewart Jackson. I love saying her full name. It's been a vibe since college.
Shout out
in
to
the
Jackson.
building. Let me tell y'all, I was just going through the IG feed and the YouTube feed trying to see who was here, and I do apologize. Somebody called me to get a photo shoot, and you know, I gotta be about that boss paper right now. But I just want to say thank you to Katie, Chris Won't Miss, Sade, Marizi. We had some Hampton friends in the building. I love when y'all tune into Wine Wednesdays. If you are excited to be here, please make sure you are letting me know what you are sipping on in the comments, and you are also throwing your wine glasses up in the comments. Me and Bonnie was talking behind the scenes, and it's funny. Girl, we went from liquor to wine. Liquor to wine. She was telling me about, you know, her palates and her taste buds. Tell YouTube what you was telling me, because only IG could hear us at the moment.
Okay. So, I drink this, a very heartwarming person close to me. Put me onto this wine called Jam Jar. He probably won't be irked that I said it, but it's Jam Jar, and it's a Shiraz red grape. And he put me onto it, so I have to give him credit. And this, so then I tasted it. I was like, this tastes like this is a Shiraz grape. And I Googled it, and Google told me that it was a Shiraz grape. So if you like a red wine that is not too sweet, like I like red wines, but I don't like real dry red wines that give you cotton mouth without nothing, you know?
Yeah, I don't like those either. Those bitter reds.
Right, but I really don't like sweet reds either. I'm not a sweet red drinker. I really don't, like, I'll drink Moscato here and there, but I don't like sweet.
You like the
wines.
in-betweens.
So this is a great in-between if you're looking for it.
Yes, yes. Everybody who's on IG, thank you for joining in. I just want to tell you real quick, please head over to YouTube so you can see the full layout of the studio, our guests, get this interview, because you really can't see it on IG. And my whole purpose of IG right now is just to direct y'all to YouTube. I tell y'all this each and every week. I really do. So no, YouTube, I'm glad that you're really tuned in. I just want to let y'all know we went from the liquor to the wine, because the best thing about having Imani in the building is we have to share some of these memories, and Gudvybez is definitely going to start turning up now, because we can't be too mellowed out anymore, because there's nothing mellowed out when me and Imani get together. Now, the reason why I say that we went from the liquor to the wine is because our college days, guys, she said we went to the best. And there's truth behind that. We went to Hampton University. And Hampton University has gave us growth. It is a part of our purpose and where we are at right now. I wouldn't be doing this media thing without Hampton. Imani wouldn't be doing the media and the business thing without Hampton.
Absolutely.
So we figured, what would make an episode instead of just chatting and sipping? We got to get loose at the lips. And I know we get loose at the lips with some entertainment news, and we'll get at that. But we're going to get loose at the lips with some memories. And it's Thirsty Thursday tomorrow, Throwback Thursday tomorrow. So this is a good gear up for Throwback Thursday. So I'm glad that you mentioned that one of your favorite memories was, you know, that time, our senior year. That is very dear to me, because that's something we'll never get over.
No.
That is just something we'll never get over. And I'm only not going into detail, guys, because that was a little bit of a hurt piece. It really is. So, the memory that I'm going to give you right now, that she really, I know what she's laughing at. I know what she's laughing at.
That was the memory you weren't going to tell them.
No, we can tell them that memory. That's okay, because that's your favorite memory.
My favorite one.
That's your favorite memory. But no, one of the favorite memories I'm going to give right now is our Burlows memory. Okay? So, and this goes with going from the liquor to the wine. So, Imani, you want to elaborate on what Burlows is?
Burlows, first of all, I want to shout out my dear cousin, Aaron Krause, also known as Marcus, my ace. That's my best friend in the entire world. Like, so him and his friends, they went to Norfolk State.
Good vibes. Just know what a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. And they were were bored actually in my apartment. This was over, I think, Christmas break. I had let them, me and Brittany had let them in the apartment, whatever. Everybody was home with their parents to go turn up. So they created a fake store on Twitter selling Nike socks, like whatever Nike socks was hot then, for like 3 for $10, and literally had people, like my cousin and his friends were pretty popular. So they created this whole store. So then my apartment for literally the next 2 years was called Burlow's, because that was the name of the store. So it literally went like, you going to Burlow's popping tonight? Like, what's going on?
Right, where we turning up, Burlow's. And this was just an apartment.
Right, so everybody be like, Burlow's. So one day I was over chilling with my cousin in Norfolk State, and this girl said something about Burlow's. And me, if you know me, I run my mouth. I was about to be like, and he was like, no, like, people still on campus thought that Burlow's was a true, like, an actual store. So my apartment
It was our turn up. It was our turn up. And this is one of my favorite memories. Now, before I get into the other memory, this is a memory that came to my mind because, you know, it's been a trying week. And I had to think about all the times that I've been tried. Okay? I really did. I had to think about all the times that I've been tried. And, you know, it was funny because I just ran into Niche when she came in. She did a photo shoot not too long ago, and just ran into Jazz. So all the memories just came pouring back. And one of these memories, Gudvybez, don't laugh too hard, okay, when you hear it, is I don't know if this was 100 days or if this was gearing up right for senior week. But we was a little, you know, turned up. Imani was in the Harbors, handling some business with somebody's car. I was at Jasmine's house. Was it Jasmine's house or Natalie's house at the time? And forgive us, friends, but we're just going down memory lane.
Yo, stuff gets so common.
Right, when you get older, you don't remember everything.
That was senior week.
That was senior week. I knew it was either 100 days or a senior week. It was some geared up time. It was a turned up time. That's all they need to know. It was a turned up time. This is why I said we went from liquor to the wine. And I will pick wine. So, yeah. And again, I'm telling y'all about a trying time.
First, you was about to talk about me flattening the girl tires in the parking lot.
You told your business, not me.
I know. It is what it is. That was my old life.
But no, so
you was talking about the trying week.
She tried you, yeah. So and like I said, this memory just came to me after seeing Jasmine and stuff like that, and I was just like, I will never forget that week and it's only because some girl was mad about me and Jasmine's friendship, and she just snuck me, and next thing you know, I had her hair wrapped in my hand and was punching. Everybody like, let go. Like, why would I let go of somebody who just snuck me in my face? But that's just all to say, we went from the liquor to the wine. So, our last memory that I would like to share, and this is Monty's favorite memory, and this has grown to be one of my favorite memories, our graduation day. Mm-hmm. Now, we planned out how we wanted graduation morning to be. I was like, I'm going to, be turned up. Just left Imani's apartment the night before.
The night before, I had a fish fry at my cousin's house, and we were
trash. Trash. We wasn't drinking wine yet. We were still on the liquor.
That was the first weekend I had Jose. Yes. Because going down to the Ogden crossing, I fell off the sidewalk and scraped my knee. So graduation, I had a busted knee too.
Woo, see, listen, everybody, when you get older, it's a good thing you switch over to the wine.
Thank you. Someone said my hair is fierce.
Nice. But no, so, sorry, because I'm just thinking about this memory.
Yeah, we didn't open the floodgate.
Right, so graduation morning, Gudvybez, listen closely. I'm with my cousin and whatnot. I go over to my in my apartment complex. I'm turning up with everybody, taking shots and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, it's graduation day. We turning up. My best friend comes over. We all gauging a little, marijuana back in the day. We probably do it right now too, but that's okay. And we're a little high at the moment. Imani comes over. Imani comes over, it's a whole different level. We just sitting here chatting. Next thing you know, we get a text message talking about we walking.
The graduation processional has started.
Right.
I'm flat ironing my hair. Julia like, where the rest of my clothes? Where my shoes at?
Right, mind you, I had already put everything in my car so I wouldn't be late and stuff like that. So we hurry up to get through, and I love these type of memories.
Really
we hurry up to get through what we need to get through. We get downstairs. I can't find my keys, guys. Mind you, everything is in the car. Ticket, graduation gown, hat, everything. Everything is in the car. I thought I was about to be prepared. I can turn up. All I had to do was hop in the car and go to graduation.
Y'all know what Julia
I'm going to let Imani tell the rest of the part because it's not as funny if she doesn't tell it. Because you have to get it from her angle.
And I made somebody low though because I wanted them to hear it, but I'll tell them. So, okay, so what y'all think Julia does?
This is before Ms.BBB.
All right, Ms.BBB. She called the cops. She called 12. She calls 12 to let her in the car. Like, and they're like, man, we usually don't come out for stuff like that. Like, it's no kid, it's no animal in the car. And she's like, it's my graduation day. You gotta come. You gotta come. So I'm literally finishing flat ironing my hair because I was too drunk the night before to finish it. My best friend was doing it, but it was just Jimmy still ain't finished it. So I'm like, all right, like we gotta we gotta get there. So I leave, right? Julia, you were like 5 minutes from campus.
Yeah, I live 5 minutes from campus.
5 minutes from campus, right? Julia, but wait, hold on, back up. As I'm leaving, Julia's like, well, I'm gonna try to get in the car myself. Y'all know Ms.BBB's petite. She's the petite princess, but she was going to kick down that Altima. It was a black Altima coupe. Her family had rented that.
You know I drive nice cars. I drive nice cars.
She was waiting and willing to pull off the handle of the door. She was getting in.
I had to graduate. I worked too hard for that degree.
The gag was, why did Julia beat me to campus?
I got the graduation before Imani, y'all.
And I left before her, and my keys wasn't lost. My keys wasn't locked in. Nobody.
With cap and gown.
With cap and gown. Julia
with shoes
beat me. So as
in the line, Imani walking down, I'm like, hey girl.
Shout out to the Harbors, the Hampton Harbors. Like, it's legendary. If you know, you know. Past, present, and future know about the Harbors. And as I park in the Harbors illegally, I run. I don't have on no makeup because I knew, first of all, it was like 80 degrees that day. Hampton's really bougie, so we had black cap and gowns, and we had to wear black underneath it, so we were
black stockings.
Black stockings in May is 80-something degrees. So I might forget the makeup. So as I'm walking past the stadium, the processional has started. Thank God.
Scripps class.
Scripps Howard School of Journalism and Communications. That was our nickname, the Scrippers. Yes, like Julia said, we was in the back. So we still hadn't walked in. So we bust our ass, rushed, did all that. Julia called the cops. Hold on. Then Julia called the cops back. How you call 911 dispatch back and tell them, no, never mind.
Because just in case they sent somebody out there.
And they were. So she told them, never mind. I got in them. And her keys was at our girlfriend Asia apartment that lived in the same complex. All of that, and she still beat me to campus. I have no idea
Still
how.
made it in that graduation line before mine. That is our favorite story to this day. Our favorite story to tell. A lot of things signified our friendship, but that signified our friendship right there. Signified our friendship. They laughing at us in the comments. Bro, don't be laughing at us in the comments.
That song was wow.
And we've been through some wild stuff since then. From Atlanta out
to the pawn shop.
Yes, don't forget about Sierra falling asleep at the hotel party in the bathtub.
I was just telling somebody that story 2 weeks ago. Like Hampton students are infamous for going and getting the bougiest 5-star hotel just to get kicked out. Just to get drunk for 3 hours and get kicked out. Like, we bougie, we gonna come with our Cabassier, our Hennessy, all of that, right? And then we gonna get kicked out because we drunk. And we almost did not get kicked out of the Sheraton at 17th Embrace. But one of our friends was in the tub, mummy style. And the security guard was literally walking out, came in, talked our head off, was about to leave, and something just told his top flight security of the world Craig to look in the bathroom.
Imani was mad, y'all. She was like, no, because your friend got us kicked out and not at me. She was, yeah.
That whole night, y'all was ready to fight one of the girls because she came at me crazy. That's why I've always tried to tell people, don't mess with me. Not only does God take me personally, my people take me personally.
We've been rocking ever since. Listen, we had it. This chat and sip get loose of the lips was needed because I felt like here on Wine Wednesdays, y'all had to know the background of why Ms.BBB went towards the wine. And don't get me wrong, wine can make you do some crazy things too, y'all.
It can.
It really can, depending on how much you drink. And you really should stay away from the red. But the red is definitely going to be needed for tonight. Gudvybez gives us some tunes. When we come back, we're going to wrap some things up to recap some entertainment news. And just to really thank everybody for supporting Black, Bold, and Beautiful, Imani Inspires, and Gudvybez.
Yes.
the comments, bro. How you gonna say not call them back? Yes, I did. I really did. I'm telling y'all, that was not one of my favorite stories to tell at first, but it has grown on me, and we really have memories for days.
And our favorite song.
Yes, from 2008 all the way up until 2020 and beyond. And beyond. One thing we was also talking about, because you know when we chat and sip and get loose at the lips, we dish out on entertainment news, and there's one thing I wanted to share. You know, the Grammys was this past week, and one of my favorite recaps from the Grammys, which tied into our focus topics of the week, was Tiffany Haddish Grammy nomination acceptance. Like, she won that. And what stood out the most was not only where she was at, when she won. You know, she was speaking to the little kids, and they was just like, you got nominated, and they was like, no. Then they was like, yeah. Like, it was just beautiful. Like, she was like, it was beautiful. Like, she was, like you said, authentic with her story. She talked about the messy middle, the ups and downs, and Tiffany Haddish been in it for a minute, and she has not given up. So I just wanted to highlight her real quick. I love that, and it just really tied in with this week. And when she was just like, "You see this in my ear?" She that was my favorite part, y'all. That was my favorite part. I watched it a couple of times. It's been a great show.
It has. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Like, I knew I was going to have fun, but
I knew I was going to enjoy myself. Like, it wasn't no doubt about it. Like, especially because, like we said, not seeing each other for a year due to the pandemic. We would have been seeing each other by now. Like, besides, you know, your birthday, Christmas, my birthing. Like,
I celebrate my happy.
Yeah, like, we would have been seeing each other by now. So, like, this is everything.
And I sometimes like to enjoy my friends without having to share them with my other friends.
That is true.
I'm selfish.
That is true. But that's just the Aquarius in you. And I can understand it. And I accept that about you. So it's all good. It's all good. And you know, I'm a Libra, so I'm selfish just as much. Yes. I have something special for you. Besides gifting you with your own bottle of Cali Red, Gudvybez is going to play our favorite song. Y'all ready for this Wine Wednesdays? Let's get into it. Make sure you tune back in next week. Make sure that you continue listening to the Black, Bold, and Beautiful podcast. I love y'all. Stay black, stay bold, stay beautiful. Support Imani Inspires. Drop your handles real quick.
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at Imani_inspires_innovation. And come to my website, www.imaniinspires.com, for the Journal podcast and the one-on-one Pivot to Profit Accelerator.
You heard her. Gudvybez. Drop your handles real quick.
Just Instagram. I am _Gudvybez. GUDVYBZ. Once again, that's I am Gudvybez.
He's not going to spell it next week because, again, we already got over the fact that I did the E and I took it out. So you don't got to go there no more, okay? All right. Y'all already know where to follow your girl at first. Black, Bold, and Beautiful at _IMBBB_. Then make sure you support the photography page at _BBB.photography_. And of course, if you want all the behind the scenes and me directing you to where you need to be, you can follow me at _Ms.BBB_. Download the podcast, watch the show, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching Wine Wednesdays.